Hi, my name is Cindy Nguyen, and I want to share with you my point of view about living healthy in New Orleans, particularly for a Vietnamese American person. So I was born in Vietnam, came over here in 1975, and so my belief in living healthy is just watching what you eat, as simple as that, trying to make sure that you embed in exercising. I have 6 children. And so I know how hectic and crazy a schedule with 6 children can be. I do it every day. I always try to do a morning walk, as simple as, instead of telling your child to go grab a jacket, why wouldn't you go grab the jacket? And that way you could embed in some sort of physical activity. With 6 children, you're always on the go. And so I always look at buying healthy snacks, those granola bar, healthy bars that you could actually take to go. Thường á, một người gia đình mà có 6 đứa con á, thì như Cindy á, là sáng ngày nào cũng phải bận rộn, chạy đi chạy nọ. Mà 6 đứa con giờ đâu mình có thể thao. Vì lý do đó á, Cindy á, hay là đồng bộ đi vòng tròn. Thường á, là nếu mình nói con mình đi lấy áo á, thì mình chạy lên mình lấy quần áo cho con mình. Để như vậy mình có giờ mình thể thao. Tại vì nhiều lần á, là một người mẹ mình không có giờ để mình lo thể thao cho chính mình, mà mình phải lo cho chính mình trước, để như vậy mình mới được khỏe. As a mom, you always have to take care of yourself. And if you're not the healthier person in the family, how can you take care of your children? So I believe that you have to take care of yourself. So before you leave your house, make sure you grab a banana, easy to go. Take it easy on the coffee. Believe me, I'm a coffee person as well. But I always take it easy. Add in, instead of drinking coffee today, I'll drink milk opposite day. And that way I get my calcium, And again, your children is always counting for you to come back after a long day and still be active with them. Một người mẹ mình phải make sure là mình lúc nào mình cũng phải khỏe mạnh cho con cái của mình. Vì lý do đó, nhiều người Việt Nam mình á, uống sữa rất là yếu. Thì mình lên mình phải uống sữa để như vậy cho cái xương sống của mình á, có thể nó cứng hơn. Để như vậy mình có thể mình giúp đỡ cho con mình. Other initiative that I take is, I'm not a freak exercise person, but I do exercise because I believe I work in an office space. So when I'm sitting, instead of slouching, I'm sitting up straight. I tummy tuck myself in as I'm working. And that's part of tightening up your stomach. So you don't literally have to go to a gym to actually tighten up your tummy. You can actually sit there. And I think there's so many techniques out there with certain belts that you can actually put on around your waist while you're working to tighten up your stomach. Một người làm bà mà đi làm á, mà hay ngồi trong văn phòng á, là mình ngồi cả ngày. Nghĩa là mình không có giờ mình thể thao. Một cách mình ngồi lên, mình có thể mình ngồi thẳng lên, xong mình dưới cái bụng lên cho nó cứng. Để như vậy hôm mà mình đang làm việc á, mình có thể mình lo cái bụng mình cho nó nhỏ lại. Tại vì một người làm bà mình phải dưới cho người cho nó đẹp. I've always believed that as a woman, we always have to take care of ourselves. Because we have to always look good, not for our children, for our husband, but for ourselves, because it helps us mentally as an individual as we continue to be the anchor of that family. And moving on, I'm always looking for little things in the office because I spend 8 hours at my office. So I'm always looking for things that I could actually move around because I know for a fact that going to a gym may be something that is hard for me to go to as an individual with children, and I work full time. So instead of, having the printer set next to me, I set the printer a little bit further away, and that way I could get up, walk to the printer, and be able to grab it. Talking about dinner, I have meetings all the time at night. I think maybe one night out of the whole entire week, I probably have dinner at home where I eat before 6. So what I do is when I have a late night meeting, I always grab a healthy snack before I go to my meeting, and I fight the resistance of not eating at the meeting. Sometimes it is really hard, I have to say, because all of us are human beings, and we got to cheat a little bit, but then you got to make sure that you make it up. I don't know if you guys wanted to hear that or not, but that's just the reality of it, of surviving. But you always have to make sure that you're counting your calories and making sure that you're eating healthy food. You know what not to eat after 8 p.m. No ice cream, nothing, not a chocolate cake. There's timing you could actually indulge in my opinion, you could dive into those chocolate cake at an appropriate time. I think if you eat the chocolate cake in the afternoon versus at night, you'll probably have less weight added onto your body. Một người làm bà mình đi ăn á, hôm mà mình đi họp á, nhất là mình đi họp tối á, là đa số á, là các buổi họp á, là mình ăn sau 8 giờ. Mà nếu mà quý vị biết là mình phải đi họp đến khi 8-9 giờ tối á, thì quý vị lên ăn kiểu như ăn cái gì nhỏ nhỏ trước 6 giờ. Tại vì thường thường á, cái người của mình á, nếu mình ăn cái gì sau 8 giờ á, mà mình không có đi qua đi lại á, thì nhiều lần á, là mình sẽ giữ trong người, đó mình sẽ lên cân. Thì nếu quý vị mà phải đi họp tối nhiều á, thì lên ăn cái gì dưới bụng á, mình gọi là dưới bụng á, để như vậy mình không có sợ đói. Hoặc mà mình về á, mình không phải ăn thêm, tại vì ăn tối á, đa số là ăn tối á, là rất là nặng cho mình. In my culture, you know, a lot of people have this thing that Asian people are like really, really tiny. You know, we're not tiny. I mean, I put on some weight, so we're just like everybody, and so we're fighting the weight issue. But one thing I know for a fact in my culture is that we have a lot of vegetables that are very light, a lot of food that is extremely light. So if you haven't tried the Vietnamese pho, it's noodle soup that we actually eat as a dinner. It's extremely low calorie. It's really like a meal. So you may want to check out some Vietnamese dishes that could really help you if you're crunching at night on a late night meeting and you need to eat something. But I think for us, it's always staying healthy. I'll share with you, you know, when I delivered triplets 2 years ago. I was 260 pounds. On an average, I'm about 130 pounds, 25, 30. And so you knew I gained buku of weight. And after I delivered my triplets, I continued to look like I was pregnant. I looked like I was still carrying another baby in me. It took me like 2 weeks to reduce my stomach. And what I did was just, we have a remedy in my culture where you actually just roll your stomach with hot water. I was actually back in my regular jeans in 2 weeks after delivering triplets. And they were 5 pounds apiece. So they were pretty good big boys. We do a lot of, you know, we don't eat a lot of sweet in our culture. But we do pay attention. We do eat a lot of rice. But we eat it with very light food, like soup, vegetable soup. So we have a lot of vegetables in our diets and in our meals that helps kind of balance everything out. I can't say that the Vietnamese community is Greek toward hamburger, and I mean we dive into those just like everything, but we do caution our children not to eat much of that because it does create health issues and obesity, and we want to make sure that our children stay much healthier. Thường người Việt Nam mình á, hôm mà mình đi săn á, là đa số là mình lên cân. Hôm mà sau cân ấy thì quý vị cũng biết là mình cũng ăn nhiều cái chất bột để mình giữ cái eo lại, để cho người mình nó nhỏ lại. Thì quý vị cũng lên cố gắng tiếp tục như vậy, để như vậy mình có thể sống một đời sống rất là khỏe mạnh và tiếp tục cho tốt đẹp. Nhiều lần con cái của mình bây giờ là sống ở bên nước Mỹ là rất là lâu, thì mình ăn như là ăn hamburger và mấy cái đó ở ngoài kia, thì quý vị cũng nên để ý cho con mình, để như vậy cho con mình nó không có ăn nhiều mấy cái đó, tại vì những cái đó là không có sự tốt đẹp cho quý vị, cho con của quý vị và cho quý vị. So living a healthier life is just about living. First of all, you have to be happy. You have to be happy that you're working toward a healthier life. I think mental status really play a key part in helping people to reduce weight. And you have to believe in yourself. And sometimes, in my opinion, reducing weight is not about just, you may not see the pound, but you have to feel it. Sometimes I feel like I lost 20 pounds. I may not look like it, but I feel like I've lost 20 pounds. So the energy and the commitment needs to be there. And not everybody's going to lose weight the same way. So don't think that, that if you guys are on the same plan and you should lose the same weight as the other person. I believe that every person's body lose weight differently, but you got to have the determination. Don't give up. For the past year, I've been extremely involved in living a healthier life. I think it's really exciting. I'm expected to live up until about 100 years old if I keep the rate that I'm going, and looking and being very cautious of what I eat, and not starving myself. I'm not literally starving myself. I'm having a lot of fun because I think much healthier concept comes out of me because I have more energy. You know, I run a nonprofit organization, and I also run a household of 6 kids. I only sleep about 4 hours a day, and I come to work at 8 in the morning. And I do this Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturday, and Sunday I spend it with my children. There's a reason why I have all this energy. It's not because I'm not healthy. Because I'm healthy, I have all this energy. So if you're looking for more energy, I think it should start with just living a healthy lifestyle. So let me give you suggestions. Let's take the Living Well Challenge for a healthier life.